Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group will discuss about digital services from Majlis Bandaraya Kuala Terengganu, or we call it as MBKT. As a local authority, MBKT plays a vital role for public services, urban planning and urban governance in Kuala Terengganu. The digitalization of public administration is now more crucial than ever, especially for local authorities like MBKT. Digital governance helps improve services delivery, enhance transparency and promote citizen engagement. Platforms such as online license, such as e-license, digital tax payment, e-cukai and online complaint system, e-aduan are part of MBKT's efforts to modernize its public service. This video will highlight both the strength and the areas for improvement in MBKT digital service initiative, especially in relation to its goal for Smart Terengganu 2040. We will also share challenges faced by MBKT and conclude with several practical recommendations. We hope this analysis will contribute to a better understanding of digital government at for the local level and how it can be improved to better serve the public. In today's digital era, municipal governance must go beyond simply implementing technology. The emphasis must be on providing user-friendly, accessible and responsive service that genuinely meet the needs of citizens. This is particularly vital for routine yet essential service like online tax payment, licensing and complaint submission. Our evaluation involved both manual observation and the use of automated tools such as a Google Lighthouse and the web accessibility evaluation tool from WebM. This tool help assess how well MBKT's websites meet key criteria of citizen-centric service delivery. This bar chart summarizes the evaluation result across 10 critical criteria. Each category is rated from 0 to 2, where 0 means not provided, 1 indicated partially met, and 2 mean fully functioning. Several strengths stand out. The website scores a full of 2 for disability access, offering screen reader compatibility and stats resizing. It also mobile responsive, allowing citizens to access e-payment, licensing and complaint form through their phone. Offline alternatives are provided to contact information, addresses and downloadable forms for kiosks are easily found, which is helpful for those who prefer non-digital interaction. Moreover, intuitive navigation ensures that user can access services in just 2 or 3 clicks, and importantly, the website is available 24/7, a major plus for public service continuity. The website footer also lists complete contact information, including phone line, fax and email, reinforcing its commitment to accessibility even beyond the digital space. Despite these strengths, there are areas needing improvement. Firstly, multilingual support is inconsistent. While the interface is bilingual in Bahasa Melayu and English, some forms and news update remain entirely in Malay, which can alienate non-Malay speakers. Another key gap in the absence of AI or chatbot support, users currently have to rely solely on contact line or complaint form, which may not be efficient for quick queries or frequently asked questions. Lastly, while some services like e-payment include clear instruction, others such as e-licensing lack proper guidance, potentially confusing users attempting to access the service.
Democratic participation refers to the ways in which citizens interact with and influence government's decisions, whether through policy input, development planning, or service monitoring for a functioning democracy at the local level.
The chart you see here displayed 8 key criteria used to evaluate the MBKT website performance in promoting democratic participation. Each criterion reflect a core component of participatory governance in the digital era.
Let's begin with the strength. First, the website provides access to downloadable data related to budgeting and development projects. This supports transparency and allows citizens to understand how resources are being allocated. MBKT also shares performance metrics including key performance indicator or KPI participatory in areas like waste management. This helps citizens evaluate how well-allocated government is fulfilling its responsibilities. Another positive features is participatory budgeting. Citizens can propose development project using detailed forms such as the 8-hour development approval form. This indicates a willingness by the local council incorporate citizen input into planning. Additionally, MBKT has implemented a crowdsourcing solution via the digital suggestion box. This tool allows residents to voice their concerns and suggestions directly to the council, promoting a feedback loop between government and community.
Information about the mayor and city council members is available on the websites, which help build accountability. However, these are notable gap. The absence of department head profiles. This makes it harder for citizens to know who to contact regarding specific service or decisions.
Public consultation is another area where improvement is needed. While a forum section exists on the website, it currently lacks any content or activity. This shows there is little to no space for citizens to publicly express views or engage in discussion on local policies. On the downside, no meeting minutes are published online. It is a serious transparency issue. Without them, citizens cannot stay informed on policy discussion or decisions being made by their representative. Social media responsiveness is another weak point. Although MBKT has official accounts such as on Facebook, they rarely reply to comments. This limits two-way communication and discourage public interaction. Some posts even go unanswered for days, which can lead to frustration and distrust among the community.
Digital governance refers on how government institutions use technology to increase service delivery, increase transparency and make better policy decision making. For MBKT, this refers on how MBKT offering a platform such as online payments, mobile applications, through website and social media. The researcher has conducted an evaluation on MBKT's digital governance based on 8 main criteria, including privacy, accessibility, user experience, conflict resolution, and citizen feedback mechanism. One of the most commendable aspects of MBKT's digital governance is its clear data protection.
The website includes privacy and security measures located at the footer outlining how user information is managed. It also specifies user rights and responsibilities, showing a strong commitment to cyber security. Another strength is the e-payment system. MBKT uses MyBSN online banking to process transactions, which are accompanied by instant digital receipts. The process is user-friendly and comes with clear instructions, which not only builds user confidence but also reduces errors and security risks.
MBKT website also ensures equal access for all users regardless of their background. Both citizens and non-citizens can navigate the platform and use the services without discrimination. However, there are areas that require improvement. One major issue is the lack of an online dispute resolution mechanism. Currently, there is no system for users to appeal against rejections such as traffic fines or permit denials. This forces citizens to physically visit to the office, making the process inconvenient and time-consuming. While feedback forms are available, MBKT's website does not provide evidence of how this feedback is used. There are no published updates, outcomes, or response summaries that include where the public input has led to change. This weakens public trust and limits the feeling of inclusion in the decision-making process. Researchers use a combination of automated tools and manual testing to analyze the quality, speed, and accessibility of the website from a user experience perspective. The evaluation was conducted using 3 main tools, which is Uptime Robot to monitor server reliability, Google Lighthouse to measure speed and performance, and also Wave by WebAid to assess accessibility issues. Manual testing was also conducted to observe user navigation and website responsiveness. First, Uptime Robot shows that the MBKT website has excellent server reliability. It has been fully operational with no downtime reported over the last 30 days. This indicates that all online services are consistently available to the public without interruption, which is crucial for digital governance and service delivery.
Next, the Google Lighthouse tools was used to compare performance across desktop and mobile devices. For mobile, the accessibility score was 85 and the search engine optimization score was 77. However, the performance and best practices score lower at 59 and 68 respectively. For desktop, scores were higher in performance and best practices at 76 and 70, while accessibility and SEO remained the same. This shows that while the MBKT website is generally mobile friendly, it still performs better and more smoothly on desktop. For web app, there were 1 critical errors likely affecting users who rely on screen readers or form labels. 170 contrast issues were also found, indicating poor text-to-text background color combinations that make reading difficult, especially for users with low vision or color blindness. This site triggered 121 alerts for potential accessibility problems like missing alternative text, unclear links, small touch targets, and improper heading structure.
Manual testing involved accessing various services like news, downloadable forms, and payment instructions. Some limitations were observed. First, image rendering can be slow, which affect overall speed. The e-payment section also only provide instruction to register for MyBSN and does not allow direct online payment through the site. This means some services are not fully functional online, requiring users to visit physical counters. Based on manual navigation and observation by researchers, the MBKT website offers a range of service icons that appear to cover the major needs of citizens. The layout is well organized and gives the impression of a fully functional portal. However, a closer look reveals several inconsistencies. Some of the survey pages are still empty or under construction, offering no usable content. There is a mix of well-maintained content and outdated information also. Public trust in the website is also reflected in citizen feedback on social media and Google reviews. One recurring issue raised in the lack of online parking payment. While MBKT has installed parking machine in parts of Kuala Terengganu, many areas still depend on manual parking tickets. Citizens are requesting a fully online parking and summons payment system. This missing feature remains a key frustration and shows that digital services are not yet fully meeting public expectations. Despite its limitation, the MBKT website does offer several unique features that improve user experience and community value. One notable addition is the prayer time section, which shows accurate daily prayer times for all districts across Terengganu. This is especially useful for Muslims living in or visiting the area. The site also includes information about places of worship for different religions, demonstrating inclusivity. In tourism section, users can find information on local attraction and shopping locations, helping to promote local businesses. Another strength is the comprehensiveness contact directory for educational institutions, including schools, vocational college, and universities across the state.
Majlis Bandaraya Kuala Terengganu or MBKT incorporate Islamic administrative values in its digital governance as a means of achieving ethical, inclusive and efficient service delivery. First of all, MBKT is committed to an ethical digital transformation rooted in Islamic principle. The values guiding this transformation include the first one, amanah or trust, reflected the protections of user data and compliance with Malaysia data protection law. And the second one is adil or justice, ensure that digital service are accessible to everyone regardless of language or background, fully visions of equality and fairness. And the next one is shura or consultation, encourage citizens involvement through online polls, consultation portals and participatory dialogue tools. We move to excel, meaning excellence. It relies through continuous innovations such as developing user-friendly portals and using chatbot to enhance the digital experience. And the next one is taqwa or God consciousness, emphasize ethics in the application of artificial intelligence and digital tools. And the next one is maslahah, the public interest. Is addressed through initiatives like digital payment, complaint mechanism and dashboard that monitor environmental and social welfare programs. And finally, bayinah or transparency is upheld by openly publishing municipal budgets, plans and performance data online. In conclusion, MBKT is setting strong example of how digital governance can be spiritually motivated, social, responsible and fully aligned with the maqasid of Sharia, which emphasize public interest and social harmony.
Majlis Bandaraya Kuala Terengganu has taken a great strides towards digital services. From their official websites, they offer electronic payment, e-tax services and even complaint track system. It is to make sure that their system is accessible more than ever. However, despite these advancements, MBKT has faced several challenges that slow their fully potentials towards the digital transformations. One of the biggest issues is the digital divide. While nearly 98.4% of urban households in Terengganu have internet access, only 98.4% of rural households do. the gap widens even more with fixed line broadband, with 54% urban versus just 24.2% rural area. This inequality limits many rural and older citizens from fully utilizing MBKT's online services, creating frustrations and widening existing gaps. Alright, to address this, the Terengganu government has launched Jendela Initiative, a national digital network plan that installs 66 new communication towers across the states by July 2024. It is aimed to improve the connectivity within the people. Financial constraints also one of pose significant hurdles for MBKT, as maintaining and building digital infrastructure is costly. That's why MBKT heavily relies on federal funding, local taxes and licensing fees. But this is often seen insufficient for MBKT to support the upgrades for digital in cybersecurity and data center. As MBKT expands its digital services, protecting citizen data become more critical than ever. Their privacy policy, aligned with Malaysia's Personal Data Protection Act 2010, ensures personal information is used solely to improve services. Strong cybersecurity measures are essential to protect sensitivity data and maintain public trust. To overcome these challenges, MBKT needs a multi-pronged approach, which are invest in digital structure, promoting digital literacy among all citizens, and prioritize data security. By tackling all these challenges head-on, MBKT not just only can enhance their digital services but also can improve the life of its citizens in Kuala Terengganu, building a smarter and connected citizens for the future.
In conclusion, MBKT has demonstrated commendable effort in advancing digital governance through services such as e-Lesen, e-Cukai and e-Aduan. Aligning with the Smart Terengganu 2040 vision, this initiative reflects a strong commitment to improving service efficiency, transparency and citizen engagement. However, several challenges remain, including limited multilingual support, slow responsive and digital platform, and accessibility issues. From an Islamic governance perspective, MBKT incorporates values such as amanah, adil and syura, which promote ethical and inclusive service delivery. Moving forward, enhancing user experience, expanding accessibility and strengthening public interaction will be key to building a more effective and people-centric digital governance system.